Welcome back to my channel and welcome to a lovely little pile of mess. So yesterday I went through my fridge cupboard and the shelf above my fridge is where I kept all of this sort of stuff, and I just took it all out yesterday and I decided it was time to sort through it. This is the first thing I decided to do in a very big organizational and decluttering phase that I am about to go through. I don't know how long this video is going to be, so just bear with me while I sit here and explain a lot to you. This might be the first video ever. I've had my YouTube channel for 10 years and it might be the first video where I've just been a little bit honest. I am a very private person and it's been a very, very hard journey over all of these years to try and balance sharing things on social media and for YouTube, and then also having a private life. So there's a lot that's been going on over the last few months and things are about to change in my life, and it's just time to sit down and explain what's going on. So the first thing with all of these products, these are all PR products. As you know, my job is YouTube, and being a YouTuber slash influencer, part of that job is having PR packages and receiving products, which is an incredible perk of the job. It's amazing and I'm very grateful for it. However, you end up with a lot of excess because as myself, I can't speak for everybody, but for me, I don't use a lot. I have a very small makeup collection, I have a very small skincare collection, and I just have my favorite products. And everything else becomes excess, and then you end up with stuff like this. You should see my apartment right now. It's horrendous. It's extremely messy, but I'll explain why. So this happens, and these things have just been sitting up in that shelf above my fridge, and it was time to sort through them and get them out. So if you don't follow me on Instagram, you would have missed that 2 days ago I did a Kiki K planner giveaway. I gave away a Kiki K planner. It's a beautiful planner that looks just like this, and it was just a 24-hour Instagram story giveaway, and I'm very thankful for everybody that participated, and a lovely girl called Olivia is going to receive one of these diaries. And so then I realized, with everything that's coming up in my life, it's time to do some decluttering and get myself sorted. And I have all of these products here on the bench that I'm going to be putting together into little packs, and I'm going to be giving them away on my Instagram. I'm not sure when exactly, but do go and follow me, check back in my stories every day just to see when I'm giving things away. I will be giving all of this away over the coming weeks. So that's the first thing off the list of stuff I need to talk about today. So the second thing is I have been doing a lot of things that I haven't talked about over the last few months, and there's a few things coming up for the rest of the year that I haven't talked about at all either, and I guess now is just the time to talk about them. So I don't know where to start. I gotta think about which one I want to start with first. I might just do the personal thing first and get that over and done with. So about 3 or 4 months ago, I got to a point in my life where I was just so sick of living in discomfort every single day. I have had anxiety every single day for at least, I don't want to say 4 or 5 years now, and I'm just so fed up with it. So I started a mental health and personal development journey a few months ago, and it has been messy. It is a messy journey. It's never going to be easy, but I am finally at a point that I never ever thought I would get to. I haven't had any anxiety for about 2 months, which is crazy. I finally seemed to make peace with the fact that pretty much everything I do in this day and age isn't actually going to threaten my life or kill me. And so the flight or fight response in me is very much at bay. I feel all the other emotions, happy, sad, nervous, but I don't feel anxiety. And it's absolutely amazing to be at this point. And I do know that there will be points where I'll probably slip back, but I'm okay with that. I'm just getting to a point where I have visualized the best version of myself, and I feel like I'm finally stepping into that version, and I am just so much more at peace with the unknown in life, and it's amazing. So if you're someone that has been struggling like I have, where you feel discomfort and sick and uneasy all day, every day, just know that apparently you can actually change that. I really didn't think I could, but here I am. So I feel like that I'm this new version of myself. It's taken many months of working and facing a lot of the deep things inside oneself, and it's not easy, but it is so worth it. I'm reading a book at the moment by Brené Brown. If you have never come across Brené Brown, I will leave links to everything in the description. You have to watch her TED Talk on the power of vulnerability, and then I would recommend reading her books. I plan to read every single one of them, but the one that I'm reading right now is something about perfectionism. I can't remember the title exactly, but I'll have it listed in the description, and this book is life-changing. It is amazing. When you are truly vulnerable and truly honest with yourself and all of those around you, it is so empowering. I went from being a self-loathing person who could never speak a nice word about myself to really feeling true self-love, which in turn translates to confidence and self-worth, and it's a full transformation, and I don't even think I have the words to explain what has happened over the last couple of months. It's been incredible. So I'm just at a very different point in my life now, and I am very, very excited. So moving on from that one, as you know, about a year ago, or just over a year ago, I went back to university, and it was one of the best things that I have ever done for myself. I needed to do that. It just all happened, it all fell into place, and I started studying again, and it was amazing. I am addicted to learning. I love learning, and it was amazing. It was a really amazing decision. However, and I have mentioned this before, I do regret not taking some time to thoroughly look at the course that I was doing and do some research. It just kind of happened, and I didn't think that I was suited to that particular course at all, which was fashion design, and I also didn't think I was suited to committing myself to 2 years, that because I was doing it slower than the 2 years it would have taken 3 years. So even though I have been studying for a year, I still am not even a full year through yet. This year, it started out great. I was loving it, but part of the way through the first semester, I just realized that this isn't what I want to do. But I was kidding myself because I believed that I had committed to this, that I had to stick it out and I had to do it. So I was just in this mindset of, it's fine, I'll suck it up, I'll just do it. I committed. I went months and months and months just forcing myself to do something that I wasn't really enjoying. And then maybe about a month ago, I started I spoke to someone, I don't know who it was in my life, someone, maybe it might have been one of my teachers, but I was talking to them, and they kind of reminded me that nothing is set. I have the ability to control my life, and I can change things if I want to. So a few weeks ago, I spoke to my teacher, and she just straight out told me that she doesn't think I'm suited to this course, which just hit me right in where I was feeling. And she told me to go and speak to the course coordinator, so I did. And then speaking to the course coordinator, exact same words, exact same thing to me. And her suggestion was, and it was just the census date, it just happened to be the census date. I hadn't even thought about leaving the course before this day. It just, like I said, fell into place on the census date. For anyone that doesn't know, a census date is the last day that you can withdraw from a course before having to pay the full fees, or pay any fees at all, actually. So I went and spoke to the course coordinator, and her advice for me was to withdraw from this semester. I was only doing 2 subjects. I had completed 1 assignment out of 6, so I wasn't at all too far into it or anything. And she approved my withdrawal. I withdrew that day from the census, on the census day. And she just said to me, take the rest of the year to really think about what you want to do. Maybe I'm more suited to a business course, like the university offers so many other avenues for me to take. And I just didn't think that that was a possibility. For some reason, I had it in my head that I had to finish this because I'd committed to it. That's not the case at all. So I've taken a leave of absence for the rest of the semester, so the rest of the year. And I'm going to, between now and the new year, really reflect upon how I feel about committing or doing a full course, or whether there's something else that would be more suited to me. As I said to my teachers, and this was a really big thing, I am so in love with learning, and I love going to class, and I love all the information that I'm learning, but I just want to take it and apply it to my life. I don't want to do assessments about Kmart or Cotton On or whatever other clothing brand we were doing assessments about. I wanted to just take that information and work it into my life somehow. So I actually did discover recently that there are some universities that offer courses where you won't be accredited and you don't actually have to do the assessments. You can just go to learn, which I think is an amazing thing. But yeah, that was just the thing for me. I was like, I want to learn, I just don't want to do the assessments. So anyway, back on track. I have taken a leave of absence, and the next thing I'm moving on to is, even though I took a leave of absence, I was still in the university system, so I was able to go to China. If you follow me on Instagram, then you would know that I went to China, and it was amazing. It was a university field trip. It is something I found out about a year ago, and I just decided, that's it, I want to do this. I think it's an amazing opportunity. Oh my gosh, it was so beautiful. Shanghai is the most beautiful, green, lush, manicured city I've ever seen, and I would really like to see more cities put that much effort into greenery and trees and plants, because it was absolutely stunning. And it was amazing. I had the best time. And now that I've come back, and I have the rest of the year free to work on some of the things that I really want to work on, I am going to be doing something that I have to sit down and I have to tell you, because if I didn't, it wouldn't make any sense to you and you'd be like, what is happening? So, something that I have always wanted to do is move to Toronto in Canada. One of my best friends, Blair, lives there, and it's just something that I've always wanted to do. The second thing to back that up is that every year, and I mean every year without a doubt, it gets to September, October, and I start to see all these people that I'm following, and it's like lifestyle and fashion, but also home accounts. I pretty much just only follow people from the Northern Hemisphere, and it gets to this time of the year, and they all go into fall, and they go into this cozy, beautiful vibes, and every year I sit here in Australia with pure jealousy that we're not on the same like wavelength, and I have always wanted to experience fall and winter at this time of the year, and I decided I'm gonna do it. I'm finally going to tick something off my like life goal list. Like, this is, you know how you have a bucket list or whatever? I can 100% say that this is something I need to do before I settle down and find where I'm gonna be living forever. So I'm deciding to do it. In 2 weeks, I will be on a plane and I will be moving to Toronto for the rest of the year, and I am so excited. I haven't been this excited for something in I don't even know how long. It's absolutely crazy. It's just, I'm so excited. I picked up all my moving boxes yesterday, so that's happening. I actually have some right here. I've got moving boxes that I'm very excited to start working on. And that leads me back to the first part of this video as to why I started cleaning something out. I was like, I had a moment yesterday and I was like, that's it, I just need to start the process. So I pulled out all of these products and I have sorted through everything, and we're gonna be getting these to you guys. Anyway, so I basically have 2 weeks to pack up my entire life. I'm gonna be putting everything in storage. This is the first time I've moved and not really sold all my furniture. I have every intention of coming back to Melbourne, but then again, who knows what happens overseas. I might want to stay there for good. But yeah, I'm going to be putting everything into storage boxes and into a storage locker. I'm going to be packing 3 suitcases, and I don't even know what I'm going to take, and I'm going to move my life across the world just for a little bit to do something I've always wanted to do. So I'm very excited. Again, everything just started to fall into place. I'd already paid my last month of rent here, and it's been a year, so my lease is ending. And on Friday last week, it was just the perfect day to put in my 4 weeks notice. That meant I didn't have to pay anymore. Everything is all sorted. Like, all of the things that I'm in contracts for, like my phone and internet and everything like that, is all ending right now. So I can get out of all of that. I can just pay off the last few things that I have to pay off, and then I'm going, and I am going to be sharing the whole journey with you guys. Obviously, we're going to be decluttering. I'm going to be packing. I'm going to be moving. I'm going to be doing an empty apartment tour, because my apartment is just like, I've already started kind of moving things around and it's a bit of a disaster. So we're not going to go with that, but massive empty apartment tour. And I'm going to be putting all my life in storage and heading off, and I will be sharing with you too, like the settling in, the home stuff, the organizational stuff once I get to Toronto as well, which is going to be so cool. And yeah, so that's happening. I know that some of you are probably wondering about Dan and I. It's not something I want to go into detail about or to talk about, but yeah, I just don't want to talk about it. I'm just going to leave it at that. I have a point in my life right now where I can go off and do this for me, and I'm going to do it. So I'm just really, really excited. I'm really excited to be this sort of new version of myself, and I cannot recommend Brené Brown and her books and her TED Talks enough. People always ask me, what are my favorite books or self-help, this, that, and whatever. And I've never connected with anything until this. And oh my gosh, you have to read her books and her stuff. It's just so good. And the best advice that I could give anyone ever that's suffering, especially with anxiety and discomfort every single day, is just step back and just be truly honest with yourself and face all of the difficult things that are causing your anxiety and work through them. It's going to be hard. It's going to be the toughest thing that you have ever done in your life, but it is also going to be the best thing that you've ever done in your life. And I'm so excited. I'm also going to be doing a lot of 2020 content coming up in the next couple of months, which I'm very excited about. So yeah, that's kind of an update of everything that's happening. I think that covers pretty much all of it. And why all of a sudden all of the content on my channel is going to be so different to everything I've been doing for months. I've just been taking a bit of time over the last couple of months to process things privately and quietly while I have been doing some serious personal development and self-growth. And I actually need to link you to something that I saw on Instagram the other day from my friend Jess. She's a YouTuber as well, and she made an excellent post on Are You OK Day about vulnerability, and she's all about Brené Brown as well, so we had a great chat about that. But at the bottom of this post, she said you don't have to share everything online, you don't have to be completely vulnerable online, and I fully agree with that. I have a personal life that I like to keep personal, but I do have to share some things with you, and this is my update to tell you that my life is changing and I'm really excited, and I don't even know what's gonna happen, and I don't care. I don't care what the world offers me anymore. I just want to go out there and live life in the most authentic and full force way possible. I just want to dive headfirst into anything and everything and just see what happens, and I'm really excited for the unknown. So yeah, that's about it. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to ask them in the comments down below. And yeah, don't forget to go over to my Instagram if you'd like to see updates, and I'm going to put together little packs for you guys so I can give these away. And then I'm going to be doing the whole process of moving and packing up my life and heading to the other side of the world. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and I don't know what my next video will be. I'm probably going to get straight into doing packing videos. But yeah, let's just leave it at that. Up the top here, you can check out my last video. Down the bottom, I'll leave a link to another one of my videos. And I will see you in the next one.